everyone, and welcome back to Era Military Collectibles. So a lot of people have been asking about this rifle, and specifically about what it is it a real one and stuff like that. No, it's not, it's a Den X. It is a Den X that I have done an awful lot of work with and made it look fantastic, actually, if you ask me. An awful lot of people ask about this rifle. So Den X's are easier for us to have here in Ireland with the firearms laws and stuff like that. And with a little bit of work you can make them look fairly good, fairly decent. So we're going to talk about the actual real Lee Enfield. So the real Lee Enfield, obviously Lee Enfield was a weapons manufacturer in the UK. Came out with different types of rifles from the long Lee and things like that, and then they came up to this one, which is the SMLE Mk III. It was introduced on the 26th of January 1907. It came out with its bayonet as well, which was the 07 pattern bayonet. It had lots of different things on it that this one does not have. This is more of a Mk III Star, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So the original rifles, when they came out, on the other side of this handguard you would have had what was known as a volley sight. You had a magazine cut-off, which would have been here. There was lots of different things that it had, but during the First World War, the Mk III was found to be too complicated to manufacture. It came out at a cost of £3.15, which roughly in today's money is £3.75p. So then in 1915 it went into an overhaul, and then you had the Mk III Star. The Enfield Mk III Star, which this one probably is, or is based off of. What they did was they took off the volley sight, they took off the magazine cut-off, they took off lots of stuff, and they stripped it completely down. They improved the handguard as well a bit, made it easier for machining and things like that. Went the whole way through the First World War, all the way through the Second World War. It was used mainly during the Second World War. It was mainly used in the Asian theatre, Battle in the East, or the Asian campaign, shall we say, Burma, Thailand, all these places. One was they were being manufactured in Australia. It was easier to get them from Australia than it was to England to the actual fight, shall we say. And then in the European theatre they went to the Mk IV rifle. Somebody told me that an awful lot of the machines and stuff from Lee Enfield were actually moved to Australia to help increase the manufacturing of the ones that they had over there. I'm not sure now. They were made in Canada as well, and places like that. But the production of them was, by the time, shall we say, I just have First World War numbers. After the First World War, Lee Enfield had made roughly 2 million of them. BSA had made 1 million of them. LSA had made only 350,000. The UK in total at the end of the First World War had made just under 4 million. They'd made 3,854,000 rifles. But Canada and the US stepped in with their mass manufacturing and stuff like that, and between Canada and the US they managed to produce 5,090,000 of them. So yeah, they were well produced. They were taken out of service, completely out of service in the British Army. After World War II, as I said, there was still British units using these in the Asian theatre against the Japanese. But after the First World War, after the Second World War, they were completely taken out of service. The Australians though kept on using them up until the 50s, when they went into the Korean conflict, and they literally went from replacing these to the L1A1 was what they went straight to. Or the SLR. It's still used in a lot of countries today. It's used in India. The police and the Pakistani Indian Army used them. There has been rifles found at the time of the war in terror. These were found in the hills of Afghanistan and places like that. The original ones were chambered in a 303 ammunition, or .303 ammunition. Some newer models of them have been rebored to 7.62, and I believe there is a 5.56 version of them as well around. But the original ones are 303. So yeah, so this is my Denex version, shall we say. There is no markings on it whatsoever, bar you have made in Spain. I think it was here that I still haven't got off of it. By Denex. I've aged the bolt and things like that. What I did was I got a green Scotch cloth and I rubbed it over places that would be used, like the likes of the sight, stuff that would be touched, the ball of the bolt, the actual bolt itself from being moved, just here for putting in ammunition in through the thumb, or the, oh god, the name of it escapes me now. It's basically it's an assistant for pushing down clipper strips. So yeah, so that's what I've done with it, and just like wear and tear on it. Just rubbed it where around the edges where you believe it would get wear. I completely stripped the stock. You can actually see it here because I couldn't get it off. That's what the original, I don't know if we can make it out, that's what the original colour looks like in there. It's like a reddy, horrible reddy timber colour. I have tried my best to get that colour, but then I completely stripped the stock and I revarnished it. This I could get off. I couldn't get all of this off, but I could get this off. Couldn't get that off, so I had to go around it. The bolt itself can't come out, so you have to go around the bolt. The magazine can come off, and the trigger group you can strip down. So yeah, and then just brass sewed the butt plate. So yeah, so there you go. So that's my Enfield SMLE. It's really a Denex SMLE. So there you go. So I hope you like what we provide here at Military Collectibles. Please like, please subscribe, and please tune in for the next video. And as always, if you want to get in contact with the channel, there's an email at the top of the video description. And if you'd like to contribute to the channel, there's also an Amazon wish list there as well. So thank you very much.